The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.
Hi everyone, it's Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer. It is Friday the 19th of August 2022 and I'm here with you for the Bundoran Weekly Podcast, episode 199. It is the podcast that talks about everything Bundoran. We're edging closer to our 200th episode. This is the final one for a couple of weeks. We're taking a little bit of a break and we'll be back in a few weeks with episode 200, but more about that a little bit later on. Also later on, I'm going to be joined by local man Tony Cummins, who tomorrow is paddling for Parkinsons. He is doing 50 kilometres on Lough Melvin, and I met Tony during the week and had a chat with him at Lough Melvin about that and about the challenge he's about to undertake. So we will be talking to him very shortly, and also in our community corner it's Teresa O'Neill from Bundoran Community Centre. As usual, we will start off with our entertainment guide, and musically we will start off as we always do in the Allingham. Social dancing with Liam Mannering and Marie there tonight. Doors at 8 o'clock and on stage there at 8:30 until 10:30. Kieran Mackery also tonight from 10 p.m. until midnight. Tomorrow night it is music with the Contractor from 8:30 to 10:30, and you've got Kieran Rosny in the ballroom, and that is doors open at 9:15, on stage 10:30 until 12:30. On Sunday, Sinead McLaughlin there from 8 till 10 p.m, and you've also got the Contractor there on Monday the 22nd, and this Tuesday as well it is music with Kieran Mackery, and there's music nightly in the Allingham. And looking forward to next Thursday night, it is music with All Folked Up. Doors open there at 9 o'clock and they are on stage in the ballroom from 9:30 until 11:30. Next door in the Bird's Nest tonight, music with Andy Feary, Gavin Gribben tomorrow night, Sean Corrigan there Sunday, and there's live music nightly. And don't forget, Tuesdays are the Northwest Country Showdown, and they're heading into the finals now, and exciting times for anybody taking part in that competition at the Bird's Nest. Mark Black tonight at the Chase and Bull. Tomorrow night it's music with True Tones and the Von Tees. As Richard said to me on the phone the other day, they're like the Von Traps, but they're called the Von Tees. But a good band nonetheless, and the guys are looking forward to having them in the Chase and Bull this coming Sunday night, and they have live music nightly as well. Thursdays continue at the Bank Bar. George's Bar Trad session continues Sundays from 3 until 5. Speed quizzing with Baldy Mick tonight at the Phoenix. Monday it's open mic night with the Happy Wanderers House Band, and live music across the weekend as well. Alan Chapman, you'll find him in the Railway Bar tomorrow night. 51 Main Street, it is Paddy Kelly tonight. Tomorrow night it's Tybe and Kevin Francis there on Sunday. Again, they have live music nightly there as well. Paris is open Thursday until Sundays, and Tumbling Thursdays with the Tumbling Paddies, don't forget, each and every Thursday night. Live music every weekend across the weekend at the Celtic Marine Bar. Live music nightly as well at Madden's Bridge Bar. And Cacao and Sound Journey are on tonight at Bundoran Community Centre, and that is from 7 until 9:30 p.m. You can find more details on our website all about that. If you fancy heading to the cinema, one new out this week is Girls Can't Surf. I'm sure that will be a popular movie around here, maybe not. And Fisherman's Friends 2 is out. They're both out this weekend. Missed It Monday is Joyride, and you can find the full schedule on our website, discoverbundoran.com, or indeed at eclipsecinemas.com. And that is Eclipse Cinemas there on Station Road. The Historic Walking Tour continues on Thursdays at 11 o'clock, and you can join that for free outside of the tourist office. It lasts 1 hour, and as I said, it's free of charge, and it's each and every Thursday at 11 o'clock, and no booking is necessary. Our big RNLI and Emergency Services Open Day takes place this Sunday afternoon. It is on from 1 until 4 o'clock. It is at the lifeboat station at the pier at the West End. It is free of charge. We will have the National Ambulance Service, obviously the lifeboat. We will also have the Garda Síochána, Donegal Bay Community First Responders. We'll have a barbecue, we'll have an RNLI pop-up shop, and tons more as well. So a fun family day this Sunday at the lifeboat station at the pier. That is from 1 until 4 o'clock. More details on the Bundoran RNLI Facebook page. Also happening on Sunday is the Ballyshannon Agricultural Show at the show field on the Donegal Road in Ballyshannon. The first judging starts there at 11 o'clock, and ballyshannon.show.com has all of your details. And if you want to watch a bit of football, then Railton Amara, our home team, the Black and Amber, has taken on St Eunan's at Gaelic Park. Throw in there is at 2 o'clock. It will be live also on Radio na Gaeltachta and Ocean FM. And if you're not able to get to that, but you want to get a little bit of local football action, that is happening Sunday, throw in there at 2 o'clock at Gaelic Park on Bayview Avenue. I want to remind you as well that voting is still open for the Listener's Choice category in the brand new Irish Podcast Awards. We would love you to cast a vote for the Bundoran Weekly, and you can do so by logging on to the irishpodcastawards.ie/vote. Fill in your name and email address. There's one vote per email, and then click the link that gets sent to you in your email to confirm your vote, and that is it. We'd like to thank you for all of your support. I know a lot of you have been voting for us over the past week since we mentioned it on last week's podcast. It is open until Sunday, the 11th of September, and the website address again is www.theirishpodcastawards.ie/vote, and you can do that, as I say, up until Sunday the 11th of September, and I do thank you for your vote on that. We will put the podcast information for voting in the podcast notes for this week's episode. Now, still to come, we are going to be talking to Tony Cummins, who takes on Lough Melvin in his paddle for Parkinsons tomorrow. And we'll be finding out all about his challenge. And we'll be talking to Teresa O'Neill, who's in our community corner at Bundoran Community Centre. It's all on the way.
The Bundoran Weekly.
I'm Shane Smyth, Bundoran Tourism Officer, here with you for the Bundoran Weekly podcast, with thanks to our friends at AIB.ie, supporting local businesses in Bundoran and Ballyshannon. Don't forget you can follow us wherever you're listening now, or indeed stream and download all episodes on demand at bundoranweekly.com. Tony Cummins is a local man. He has very much got safety and helping other people at his heart. He is taking on a massive challenge tomorrow, the 20th of August, to circumnavigate Lough Melvin, and we wanted to find out a little bit more. It's his paddle for Parkinsons, so I sat down with him at Lough Melvin on the shores during the week and had a chat with him.
Tony, we're sitting out here a few days before you do your paddle. We're at the one end of Lough Melvin, and you have decided in your infinite wisdom to paddle to the other end of Lough Melvin, and it's not a short paddle.
No, Shane, it's not. It's something that I've thought about for quite a while, and I've done some training for it, and distance-wise it's 50k is what I want to do. The circumference of the Lough Melvin is 36.
Right.
Plus then I have to add on 14k to get up to 50k.
Okay.
So that's my challenge.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to it. I've been training for it, I suppose, well over 12 months now, because I train during the winter as well. I don't stop training. But when something like this is coming up, I double my training.
Yeah.
During the week, instead of doing 2 sessions, I do 4 sessions.
Right, okay. And how long would you train during the week?
During the week, you would do 2 hours minimum.
Okay.
And you do that 4 times now at this time. But before, previous in the winter, you might do 2 sessions in the winter and do 2-hour sessions in the winter. But now I've increased that, the actual volume of distance. I've increased it.
So you're doing it from here. We're at the little pier. If anybody knows it, we're just outside Kinlough, on the Kinlough side beside the Eco Park, and the lovely little pier. And as we sit here, and it's fantastic to see the clubhouse being in use, and all the kids growing up and starting to get out on kayaks and get out on the lake and use the natural amenities that are available to them, and it's fantastic. You hadn't just started into a kayak 12 months ago, have you?
No, I haven't. I've been, I suppose, 4 years now in kayaking, but I really took to kayaking, and it's great exercise, I find. It's enjoyable both from physical and mental health. It's anybody can start kayaking. Don't let people categorize themselves. Oh, I can't do that, or I can't do this.
I can't swim.
Can't do that. Kayaking is there for everybody. The club here that we're beside, Shane, as you mentioned earlier on there, the kids moving around here. The club that we're beside here is the Northwest Canoe Club, which is also, if I can get a mention for them, because they are helping me out on the day of the kayak, and looking forward to that. But they run a great club here. They've over 100 members, and as you can see yourself, there's some very young kids here, and there's some older kids, like myself. But the club caters for all that.
Right, very good, very good. So as we look down the lake here, you said you're going to do 50 kilometres. Did you say it's 36? 36 down to
The circumference of the lake, Shane, is 36k right round circle if you keep into the edge.
Oh, right, okay.
And then when I get back to here, then I do 14k to make up my 50k.
Right. And somebody goes and picks you up somewhere along the way.
Well, no, I come back to here.
Oh, right, okay.
And and I do repeats then to make up my 14k. And maybe some of the club members might come out for the last bit and enjoy that. Fantastic lake here, 5,000 acres of water.
Is it?
That's what it is.
Right.
And it's
a wee bit scenic as well.
Little bit scenic, beautiful. And when I mentioned training earlier on, if I can just say, Shane, the training consists of going out in all weathers, obviously with safety in mind.
Yeah.
And a lake, we look at Lake Doraine, is pretty flat.
Yeah.
It
can be choppy,
It can be very choppy.
Yeah.
But you do the training to prepare for the event on the day and so on,
And do you go other places to kayak as well and get used to different conditions?
Absolutely, yeah. The estuary in Ballyshannon I find is a great place to train because the current is there and the water pumping down from Kathleen's Falls and so on. So it's a good training ground there. It's right beside me as well, and a good test for anybody. And you can build, obviously, like any sport, you build it up over years and get strong at it. Hence, this will be a test for me.
Very good, very good. And you mentioned that the club are going to be helping you out. You've got people going out along with you and making sure that you're not going out on your own, pretty much.
Well, the club will be around, all right. I want to try and get the 36k done. Obviously, safety comes into mind, but I want to get the 36k done. And then the club will come out and meet up with me, that's the plan.
Very good, very good. And what's the furthest then that you would have kayaked before?
36k.
Oh, you've done that already. Okay,
I've done the circumference off the lake.
Okay, right.
The reason I know about it. Yes, I got a good day for that. It was good. And it took me about 7.5 hours to get that done.
That was the next question I was going to ask. Is that
7.5 hours? Yeah.
So would you? Well, I suppose you're going to do 50. So you're not going to beat your 7.5. But would you hope to do the 36 a bit quicker, or does it depend on the?
It depends on conditions, Shane. You're absolutely. It depends. And it depends on yourself too. Some days you can go out and you're fit to take on the world, and maybe another day you just have to ease back a little bit, But looking forward to it, definitely, Shane.
Very good. And you're doing it all for charity? And
this is the charity, one that is personal to me, and it's Parkinsons Association of Ireland. They are a charity, and for the good services they provide for people that need the service, they're absolutely first class.
Brilliant.
And that's the charity I want to do it for.
Good stuff. I presume there's a link, or there's some way that people can donate to your fundraiser.
Yeah, there is
as well.
Paddle for Parkinsons. If it's on Facebook as well.
Perfect. We'll put the link for that.
Put the link
into the notes for the podcast as well. Tony, I suppose all we can do is wish you the best of luck as we look out on it this evening. You think it's going to be an easy one, but I suppose once you get into it, it can be either easy once you get into it or difficult.
It could, depending on the conditions. Yeah, it could. But the kayak that I have, Shane, is a 17-foot kayak, which is designed as a long distance cruising kayak.
Oh, okay. So there's different kinds.
Yeah, when you're training out in short durations, you would go out maybe in a shorter kayak, which makes it tougher for your training. But the session would be good for you to build up your strength and so on. And then when you get into the longer kayak that's designed for distance, it is that bit more comfortable then, because you have the training done and you've built up the strength and so on in the shorter kayak.
And what about a nice comfortable seat and your snacks and all that kind of stuff? Do you have all that on board as well? Yeah?
Well, I don't know about the comfortable seat, but the snacks, you bring your snacks on board, and there will be people following me, and I'll be checking in with people and so on, and at different intervals.
Perfect.
So we have taken in the safety into consideration.
Good. I wouldn't doubt that with a man of your calibre and safety knowledge, that'll be top of the list, no doubt. We'll jump on to what maybe coming next. Or you have any other plans to maybe do anything further after, or are you thinking that far ahead yet?
Yeah, I suppose I am, to be honest, Shane. A good question, and I'd have to be honest, I am, and I want to see how I get on with this 50k. I'd like to maybe next year think about trying to fit in as many Ks into a 24-hour session.
Oh, right, okay.
As I could. So this is a good
tester. Excellent.
Good tester.
Tony, listen, best of luck with it, and I will drop the details of the fundraiser in the notes for the podcast as well, so that people can donate if they wish, and we wish you the best of luck on the day.
Thank you very much.
The Bundoran Weekly.
Tony, best of luck with that. Thanks for joining us, and we'll put the details of the donation link into the show notes for the podcast. Let's head now to Bundoran Community Centre, and in our community corner, here's Teresa.
Thanks, Shane. With our demand with the food cloud, we are now doing collections twice a week. Tuesday 2 p.m. to 3:30 and Friday 2 p.m. to 3:30. Due to the demand, this is only one collection per family. If you have no internet or low internet coverage, we have hot desks available. To inquire or book a tour, email info@coworkplusbundoran.ie or check out Bundoran Cowork Plus on Facebook and Instagram. The parent and toddler group meet in the Roki Suite of our centre every Friday 2 to 3:30. Parents, grandparents and guardians are all welcome. Did you know we sign people up for the Seniors Lush scheme in the Bundoran Community Centre? The purpose of this scheme is to enable older people to continue to live in their own homes with confidence and peace of mind. Contact Teresa on 071 98 29675 for more information.
Teresa, thank you. That is going to do it for our Bundoran Weekly Podcast, episode 199, as the clock ticks down to episode 200. And we are going to come back with that on Friday, the 16th of September. So it took in a couple of weeks, and we will be back. We will start off again a new run of the Bundoran Weekly Podcast. As we always say, thank you for all of your comments and for your emails and getting in touch with us in whatever way, because you can do so at contact@bundoranweekly.com. That's our email address, and you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at Bundoran Weekly. And of course, you can follow us wherever you're listening now, or indeed stream and download all episodes on demand at bundoranweekly.com. And you can also find us on YouTube. And let me remind you as well to tag your photographs on Instagram with the hashtag #DiscoverBundoran for your chance to be featured on our feed. And if you're using stories on Instagram, search for Bundoran in Giphies, and there's some cool little animations there that you can use to brighten up your stories. That's it for me for a couple of weeks. Talk to you real soon. Be safe, and we'll see you back here on the 16th of September. Good luck.
The Bundoran Weekly is a production of Discover Bundoran.
The Bundoran Weekly is brought to you by AIB, supporting local businesses in Bundoran. For more, see aib.ie.